I don't know, but I fancy myself.
Katharine Hepburn. She was a leading lady for more than 60 years. She didn't just revolutionize the film industry. I'm learning she's well known for her pants.
This Saturday, a new exhibit will open at the Durham Museum based on Katharine Hepburn's personal costume collection.
Druesedow helped organize that collection, director of the Kent State University Museum. And from the Durham, Jessica Brummer. Good to see both of you this morning.
Nice to meet you, Jean. Jessica, welcome in.
This sounds like a fascinating exhibit. What are visitors going to see?
Well, they're going to see things that Katharine Hepburn kept in her closet in her townhouse in New York City. They were just pieces from her film career and from her stage career.
She must have treasured them if she kept them in her own place.
I think she kept them for a variety of reasons. We don't know precisely why, but they were things that either she learned a lot from the production, like the lake, so she kept the wedding dress, or she kept the uniform from the iron petticoat because she never wanted to work with Bob Hope again. You know, there are things like you just don't know.
How did she really didn't? She didn't want to work with Bob Hope?
No, it was not a happy filming.
It's going to be a good story behind that.
How did you get all these items?
From her estate. She had asked her executors to give this private collection of performance clothes to an educational institution. So that was the way they found us.
Jean, would you tell us about some of these costumes? This dress, for example?
Oh, the Adam's rib dress. This was designed by Walter Plunkett for the film with Spencer Tracy called Adam's Rib. And you can see how slender she was. Her waist was 20 inches.
Oh my.
And
my arm is 20 inches, Jean.
We all feel that way. But Walter Plunkett was able to drape it so that it made her figure more of a
And yet another gorgeous gown.
Oh, this is the wedding dress from the lake. This was a production where Dorothy Parker said that Katharine Hepburn ran the gamut of emotions from A to B. It was not a pleasant review, and Kate really was not happy with the production, and she ultimately bought out her contract.
Is this how they're displayed there as well? They're not on hangers or anything?
No, they're on
like
dress forms. And behind each garment is a picture of Kate wearing it, so that you get the idea.
Mike's sort of tongue-in-cheek about her and her pants, but that's the fact of the matter. Women all over felt comfortable wearing them because Katharine Hepburn did. How did you incorporate pants into the exhibit?
Just as you see on the screen. We tried to make them do things that you can't possibly do in a skirt. That was the whole idea.
Yeah.
And of course, that was her idea.
Yeah, I love this idea too.
Jessica, what drew you to this exhibit? Why did you guys want to bring it in at the Durham?
Right. Well, you know, we're always trying to bring in things that are unique that you wouldn't see somewhere else to the Omaha community. I think both the historic artifacts and the costuming, but as well as just the icon that she was and the role model that she was has a real historical impact. And I think it's a story that a lot of people relate to.
And you've got some programming built in around this exhibit, a couple of lectures and some other things. What do you want our viewers to know about?
Yeah, well, everything's listed on our website, but we have our kind of kickoff event this Friday evening, which is a ticketed event where Jean will be giving a lecture and an exclusive tour of the exhibit, plus a few lectures throughout the series talking about Nebraska's film heritage. We have a guest speaker in from the Smithsonian to talk about Katharine Hepburn. As well as a fun family event called Hollywood Boot Camp, where kids get to kind of learn the ins and outs of Hollywood. So.
Yeah. Well, and there's information about all of it, but as you said, Jessica, those details are also online.
Yeah.
How have you partnered with Film Streams?
Yeah, this is so cool. So, of course, you know, to sort of add to this wonderful exhibit, Film Streams is going to be showing 11 of Katharine Hepburn's most popular films throughout the run of the exhibit. So people can go watch a movie and then bring their ticket stub over to the Durham and receive $1 off admission to come see the exhibit. Our members get a discount there and vice versa. So it's kind of a cool thing.
What have you learned personally about Hepburn that stands out?
We were just talking about this morning. You know, I think for me, well, I wore my pants in honor of Kate.
We all did.
Even Mike wore his pants today.
Yes.
But, you know, she was kind of a force to be reckoned with. And I think for females especially, I think she was kind of a rule breaker, but also she knew what she liked and she knew what worked on her. And I think she kind of just set her own rules. And I think for independent women, she's a great role model.
Jean, what do you admire most about Katharine Hepburn, knowing as much about her as you do?
Well, her independence. her real intelligence and her understanding of herself. She really knew what looked good on her, and she stuck to it.
Was she always that way?
Yes, yes, from
Even
the
as a
age
young
of
woman?
8. From the age of 8. At 8, she discovered that girls' clothes were a nuisance, and she cut her hair and called herself Jimmy and went on from there.
Gosh, you gotta love it. This new exhibit, as you see there, it opens on February 7th at the Durham. We're delighted to have both of you here, and we so appreciate you braving the roads to come see us.
We had our pants, so we were okay.
Thanks so
Ready
much.
to take it on. Thank you.
Thank you.
So remember, if you're on the go, take us with you. Just don't do it from behind the wheel, especially this morning. Our show streams live at OmahaMorningBlend.com. Look for the Watch Live button along the right side of our homepage.
I could look at this book all day. The photography here is magnificent.
Some really neat pictures
yeah,
in
it's
there.
nice.
Like we were talking about earlier, I can tell you from firsthand experience, the roads are nasty out this morning. My evasive maneuvers, kind of to avoid another car, sent me off into the ditch.
I thought it sent you onto a curb. This is becoming a
Well-
fishtail. Well, that was 2 hours ago.
It was in a lake. I went into a lake.
How are the roads now? We're going to turn to the Weather Alert team and reporter Lindsay Thies for that answer when we return.
It wasn't a lake.